The 10 best learning methods backed by science. Have you ever spent hours studying, only to forget everything a few days later? You read the textbook. You highlight important sentences. You watch videos. And yet, when it's time for a test, your brain suddenly acts like it has never seen the information before. The truth is shocking. Most students are not failing because they are lazy. They're failing because they are using the wrong learning methods. Today, I'm going to show you the 10 best learning methods backed by science. And make sure you stay until the end, because I'll reveal one simple learning secret that combines several of these methods into a powerful system. It can help you learn faster, remember longer, and spend less time studying. Let's get started. Method number 10. Focused study sessions. Let's start with something simple. Many students try to study for hours without taking breaks. But your brain isn't designed to stay focused forever. Research shows that shorter focused study sessions are often more effective than long, exhausting ones. A popular technique is the Pomodoro method. Study for 25 minutes. Take a 5-minute break, then repeat. Think of your brain like a smartphone. If you keep using it non-stop, the battery drains. Small breaks help recharge your focus. Method number 9. Dual coding. The next method is called dual coding. This means combining words with pictures. Instead of reading a page of information, try turning it into a diagram, chart, or mind map. Your brain loves visuals. In fact, when information is stored in both verbal and visual forms, it becomes easier to remember later. That's why teachers often use diagrams and illustrations. You're giving your brain 2 ways to find the same information. Method number 8. Project-based learning. Here's a question. What's easier to remember? Reading about riding a bicycle or actually riding one? The answer is obvious. Learning becomes much stronger when you apply it. If you're learning programming, build a small app. If you're learning a language, start conversations. If you're learning science, do experiments. The more you use knowledge, the deeper it sticks. And trust me, the methods coming up next are even more powerful. Method number 7. Interleaving. Most students study one topic for hours. Science suggests something different. It's called interleaving. Instead of studying one subject continuously, mix different topics together. For example, 20 minutes of math, 20 minutes of science, 20 minutes of history. At first, it feels harder, but that's actually a good sign. Your brain is learning to recognize patterns and switch between ideas. This improves long-term learning and problem-solving skills. Method number 6. Deliberate practice. Have you ever noticed how some people improve incredibly fast? They don't just practice, they practice the right way. This is called deliberate practice. Instead of repeating what you're already good at, focus on your weaknesses. A basketball player practices difficult shots. A musician practices difficult sections. A student focuses on difficult questions. Growth happens where things feel challenging. Comfort creates repetition. Challenge creates improvement. Method number 5. Teaching others. Here's one of the most underrated learning methods. Teach someone else. When you teach, you discover what you truly understand and what you don't. You don't even need a real student. Explain concepts to a friend. Talk to a family member. Or teach an imaginary classroom. If you can explain something clearly, you've probably learned it well. And the next method takes this idea even further. The Feynman Technique. Named after famous physicist Richard Feynman, this technique is surprisingly simple. Learn a topic, then explain it using the simplest language possible. Imagine you're teaching a 10-year-old child. No complicated words, no fancy definitions, just simple explanations. Whenever you get stuck, you've found a gap in your understanding. Go back. Learn that part again. Then simplify it. This method forces true understanding instead of memorization. Method number 3. Practice testing, most students review notes over and over again. But science suggests a better approach. Test yourself regularly. Take quizzes. Answer practice questions. Use past exams. Every time you pull information from memory, you're strengthening that memory. Think of memory like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. And now we're entering the top 2 methods, the ones many top students swear by. Method number 2. Spaced repetition. Imagine learning something today, then reviewing it tomorrow, then 3 days later, then a week later, then a month later. This is called spaced repetition. Instead of cramming everything into one session, you review information right before you're about to forget it. This dramatically improves long-term memory. Many high-performing students use flashcard systems based on this principle. It's one of the most scientifically supported learning methods ever studied. But there is still one method that beats it. And it's probably not what you think. Method number 1. Active recall. The number 1 learning method backed by science is active recall. Most students study by putting information into their brains. Active recall works differently. It forces information back out. Close the book. Hide the notes. Ask yourself questions. Try to remember the answer before checking. This process strengthens memory far more effectively than simply rereading information. In fact, many experts consider active recall the foundation of effective studying. But remember the secret I promised at the beginning? Here it is. The secret system. The real secret is not using just one method. It's combining the best methods together. Here's the simple system. First, learn the material. Then use active recall to test yourself. Use spaced repetition to review over time. Apply the Feynman Technique by explaining what you've learned. And finally, use practice testing to measure your progress. When these methods work together, they create a powerful learning system. This is exactly why some students seem to learn faster than everyone else. It's not because they're smarter. It's because they're using better methods. So, which of these learning methods have you tried before? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who wants to study smarter, not harder. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.